What's up, guys? Time to show off a build. This is a build going out to Mr. Sean. He wanted a purple and white Kraken build, so it took a minute, but this is what we came up with. Did a, obviously, full Cerakote, purple and white Kraken. We did a white Kraken with a purple background. And how you have to do that is you do the whole dial in white and bake it. Then you do the whole dial in purple and you remove the purple from the raised areas to expose the white that's been baked in before you bake the purple in. So it's a little bit of a time process. Same thing happens with the bezel. Did everything in white. So where it's been etched has to be deep enough to accept 2 levels of Cerakote. So you do everything in white, bake it, do everything in purple, and then you basically wipe it all off to where, you know, you can't wipe off down in that recessed area. So it leaves the purple. Then you bake it. So those are the hardest parts of the watch, doing the dial and the bezel. Did a white handset on here. Did a multi Cerakote on this one in white and purple. This is done in a 160 case. We did the sides in purple. That and the sides obviously of the link band in purple. That is a lot easier than you think. You just basically tape off. So back of the watch, we did a milled caseback, Cerakoted it in white, and then just lasered it off. To laser it off in two-tone is pretty costly, so we just did it in a standard, just standard lasering. Same thing here. Nice little holographic look to them. But Cerakote in white, and then laser off. You've got your Kraken logo here, Kraken wording across here, the little BBW, deeper engraved Kraken here. That's why it's a little bit darker. Quick disconnects on the back in case you got to pop this off. We did the ring, the caseback ring, in purple as well. And that is your build, good sir. The bezel on this thing is on crazy tight because of that Cerakote. So you can turn it. I don't even want to turn it. You can turn it left and you can turn it right. You have to grip it really tight to turn it. So it is on there. It is not moving. It's almost like it's JB welded on there, but I can promise you, you can move it. When I snapped it on, I was about, I think the 40 was at the top, and I was just having to turn it, and I was like, holy crap. So very thick, several layers of Cerakote. It is on there extra tight. So bezel will turn left and right. Automatic, mechanical, as they all are. You've got a rotor in the back, you just can't see it. Moving will wind it, but if it's dead or you're not going to be very active, make sure you wind it just a little bit before you put it on, because if you're not active and you're not moving that around, the hands will stop, and then you're just going to slowly be a little bit further and further behind throughout the day. So back the crown off the threads, and so you can hear it and feel it clicking. Now with this bezel, it is a massive bezel, right? So you can see it kind of comes out just slightly over, so you are messing with a crown that is slightly under until you can pop it out. Wind this way is what winds it. Winding it towards you doesn't do anything, but it is a lot easier to go back and forth with your winding to keep that perfectly spaced out. Doing this for 4 or 5 seconds before you put it on will keep your time throughout the day mixed with your rotor movement. If you're going to be inactive at all, sitting at a desk, driving, just go ahead and do it for another 5 seconds or so. Max out your 31-hour plus power reserve on it. Limit on it is about 36 hours. Max, it's a 31-hour plus power reserve. When you're good with your winding, you're going to pull it to the 1 and only click, and you can now set your time. It does not have a hacking movement, so it's going to keep going. You'll also notice you've got a wobble crown. This deflects lateral pressure from going into the stem and into the movement, so when you're pushing and prying on it, you're not putting any adverse pressures on anything. Okay, Google, what time is it?
It's 1:51 p.m.
1:51 p.m. When you're good, you're going to push it over, get it out of that time setting, and then just wind it down. That, sir, is your build. As with every build, you're going to get matching beads. We got some clears in there. We got some whites. We got some purples. It's going to come in a white 3D printed Kraken treasure box and one of my new overstuffed pillows. Just a nice little world map on this one. This will come with watch cleaner. This is a foamer. This is good on all glass and metal parts. This watch as a whole, non-streaking, non-toxic, non-residue, as well as a microfiber. And you also have some fine scratch remover. This is Novus 2 from Amazon, just repackaged. It is for your acrylic glass because you can scratch it. If you do, you'll apply a tiny bit of that and buff it out using your color matching microfiber. If the scratches up and down, just go left and right, filling that scratch, haze it, buff it out. Should be gone if it's there. Still, wait a little bit and revisit it. You're building the layers of that scratch back up. But that is your build, good sir. Thank you for waiting on me. I hope you like it. It'll go out Monday. And if you want me to build you something custom and unique, reach out and I'll see what I can do. And if you want to continue to see videos like this, like and subscribe as I put them up all the time. Thanks, guys.